So I'm going over the 16 paintings that I will be giving to my mental health program for an art project that I'm the head of to display at the agency, for people to display artwork at the agency, not just myself, but for me and for many people to display artwork at the agency, which was my idea to figure out, hey, how can I display artwork at the agency? So they want to make it a way for everybody to be able to display artwork and stuff at the agency and stuff for mental health. So they're putting me in charge of this group to try to figure out how to display artwork and stuff at the agency. So these are some of the paintings I'm going to be entering into the agency, that are not either religious, political, or racial. So this is the first one. That's the second. That's the third. That's the fourth. That's the fifth. That's the sixth. That's the seventh. That's the eighth. That's the ninth. That's the 10th. That's the 11th. And that's the 12th. This is the 13th. This is the 14th. This is the 15th. And that is the 16th. I was going to do 15, but I decided to do one more as 16. So I got 16 paintings, which I'm going to enter to the mental health program. And these are them. They can't be spiritual or religious or racial or political, just to keep, a neutral thing so people can have a lot of respect and a lot of respect and things for everybody's culture and everybody's beliefs and stuff, and to keep my own sanity, because I've had a lot of issues of conflicts and stuff around those things. So I'm doing it kind of neutral, or it's not religious or spiritual or political or racial. So these are just some of my abstract works and some of my works that I do have that I am going to be bringing to the mental health agency as soon as they say, as soon as me and my rest of my people that I'm going to be working with, hopefully we're going to bring another lady on board. This you know this week, this Friday, we're supposed to bring another lady on board, and hopefully we'll decide, or finish up on some things, and hopefully, get ready to decide when we're going to be able to accept work, and when people are going to be able to, start submitting work and stuff, because I will literally just try to get a picture with all my work and then try to pass it on to my mental health worker, and then try to have him give it to the client's rights officer, and then and then it will all be entered in, or have the client's rights officer take it at some point, But my mental health worker can probably take it for me and get it in there. It's a lot to carry too. It's over 16 paintings, so um, but yeah, so just wanted to share that. Pardon me, I got morning GERD is not good. I wake up congested. I wake up really nasty this morning. When it comes to like my congestion and shit. I woke up this morning with like my GERD really bad that I had like, felt like I was gonna vomit up like the acids of my stomach. It was really bad this morning. I had to drink some water because I actually literally woke up and I was literally almost ready to vomit up my acids of my stomach. So, which was almost burning like my throat and the top of my esophagus. So, I had to basically get up and I forgot to take my reflux medications yesterday. So, I had to take my reflux medications and um, just had to drink some water this morning and stuff like that. But finally took some, my reflux medications, and I should be good. I did get that. I did get that big, um, cart of, bags out of here with that fan. I did finally get that big bag of carts out of here with that fan. That went yesterday to Goodwill. I had gone yesterday to Goodwill really quick, and then I went up to Walmart to grab some food and a couple things I needed for the house, and got a couple small, just some small things for myself, but mostly spending on food and things I needed. But yeah, this is a project I was gonna do, or at least start trying to get together for another project I'm trying to do among everything else. Is especially trying to declutter my house and work on things. I'm working on another side project to display artwork at the mental health agency, or try to be one of the clients to display artwork at the mental health agency, which, because I wanted to do it and I had the idea to do it, they wanted to try to make me the head of the thing of figure out how I could be, of service, to be able to figure out how I could be of service to be able to do that, and have other people do it too. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm kind of on board to be the head of, a board that was going to hopefully, get people to display artwork. But I was told there was no limit. I almost thought we should cap it. I almost thought we should cap it to a certain amount of paintings or so, just because to give everybody like a limited and a fair chance. But I was just told there should be no limit, depending on how much artwork people can make. So I just decided I'll just do 10 or 15 and call it even, because I have over 200 paintings in here. So here's my 10. Here's my 10. Well, I did 16. I did one extra, but I mean, I figured I just put together some artwork and figure out what's going on. So just wanted to do a video of this for online and YouTube. Hopefully it's gonna go to YouTube. But did do a video with my mother. As I said, I didn't do a video with my mother, going out to eat and stuff. I kind of really just focused on my family. I was gonna do a video of us in the restaurant, eating and just going out to eat, but I didn't do that. I was just too busy caught up in family and family conversation and stuff to really do a YouTube video or have put my phone out. So I mean, I got pictures, but I didn't do any videos or nothing. So, um, but yeah, finally got the the Goodwill stuff out of here. I mean, there might be some more Goodwill stuff. I still got to go through some stuff, put some stuff in the closet, put some bags and stuff downstairs. Just like bags from Walmart. All the extra bags I usually get from Walmart, all the paper bags and stuff I usually just bring downstairs. So. But yeah, these are just the extra, well, these are just not the extra, but these are my paintings that I'm gonna hopefully be entering into an event, and hopefully they'll be on rotation throughout the year. So if a couple of them get to be displayed right, at first, in a couple more months, a couple more might get to be displayed and etc. So this is kind of what I have, and this is kind of what I'm gonna give them. So, but yeah, I finally got the thing, the cart out of here because I'm not really supposed to have a cart in here, but I got the cart out of here, and the you know the stuff to Goodwill finally. I mean, honestly, with people with certain things going out of certain things going out of business and etc., it's going to be very hard for people to really move stuff around here because a lot of people depended on a cart, even if temporarily, just to move stuff out of their apartment if they had a lot of stuff and stuff, just to be able to move stuff and get it out of their apartment, and because a lot of people can't do a lot of lifting and stuff. A lot of people are elderly or disabled and they can't do a lot of lifting and etc. to get their groceries upstairs or to get stuff downstairs that they're going to donate and etc. So there needs to be some type of system where we're in the building where they at least a couple of carts or something that the housing could provide that would be able to have people be able to get their stuff moved and downstairs and etc. I mean they have one flat cart thingy, but the flat cart thing is doesn't really it doesn't really suffice. So but yeah, this is basically what I got for an ongoing project. Uh, so finally got that stuff out of my house. Finally started feeling a little bit better. I got some stuff on my table I gotta fix up. Um, but it's better in here than it was, but it still needs a little bit of pick me up here and there, and clean up and stuff. I don't want to go all over it and show you my apartment, but there's a lot to do, and I'm not gonna I wasn't gonna go out at like 5 in the morning, but I gotta go do laundry at some point. I'm trying to wait until like 7, 8 o'clock, and then I'm gonna try to go downstairs and get some laundry in the laundry thing. I don't want to go down. I didn't want to go down at like 5 or 6 in the morning to do laundry. I didn't know who was up or who was around or what kind of crazy people would be walking around the building at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I want to wait until it's a little lighter and I'm able to go downstairs. Maybe like 5 or 8 in the morning to be able to go do some things to get my laundry in the laundry. Because I got 3 loads of laundry I gotta do. Today, I guess, is supposedly the watermelon festival, for, the arts and stuff, but I don't plan on going. I don't plan on spending money. People are like, oh, you should go spend money, but no. No, I'm at the point where I don't really want to go spend money. I don't really want to get involved with going to spend money and stuff like that. And plus, I don't know if it's raining and stuff, so I don't know if the watermelon festival's been canceled or something like that. But supposedly there's been a watermelon festival. There is a watermelon festival going on today, for the arts. And I spent so much money in the arts supporting others. I really need to start supporting myself or doing what I want to do for myself and etc. So this is kind of what I've been working on as a project among the decluttering I've been doing, and so yeah.